mess with niggas that's not scared of your baby daddy. My baby daddy been laughing at me for years, B. So boom, he got into one of my exes, right? My ex tell me like, yeah, call your baby daddy. I want to talk to him. Wooty. Now, mind you, this nigga been trying to flip me and turn me every way but loose, and I mean with them hands. You hear me? My baby daddy been caught wind to that, so he really was like, yeah, I'm not fucking with that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So on some bullying shit, he tried to make me call my baby daddy, like, call him. I need to talk to him because I'll be around his kids. I'm like, nigga, you don't want to do that because this ain't one of them. Long story short, I gave him the phone to talk to him. My baby daddy got right on that phone and said, no, the fuck you didn't get on this phone and say shit to me, nigga. It's up when I see you. So my ex was like at this one place getting us a little soul food, you know what I'm saying? Some smothered pork chops and rice and shit, right? He runs into my baby daddy. My baby daddy chases his ass. While running, my ex calls me. Sound like he was hitting the green mile. You hear me? Part two.
Nah, it ain't no part two. Part one is over. Part 0.5. There's so much wrong with this story, but let's just break it down. Each and every individual's place. First of all, this is the reason why I tell guys never get involved with a single mother. Now, I know that there's going to be people inside of the comments that say stuff like, well, no, not every single mother is bad. Not all of this stuff. Why would you want to risk it? Think about it from this lens. If there are women out here that do not have children, now, again, I know that there's always going to be some simps. How do I know that? Because I see them in the comments. I see them all the time. No, man, you're too immature to think like that. If you're above the age of, insert age here, if you're above the age of this, then there's a strong possibility that she's going to have kids. So you just got to roll with it. No, you got to roll with it because you are the type of person that always make bad decisions for yourself. And that's one of the reasons why you're a single baby daddy right now. Listen, never ever under any circumstances, especially if you are a man specifically that do not have children and is up here. Now, if you just dusty, then you just do whatever it is that you're going to do because dusty people attract dusty people. But if you are a person up here, never put yourself in a position where you have to deal with somebody else's save game. Never deal with somebody else's baby daddy. Then you're going to find yourself having to make a decision. Now, he made a couple of bad moves here. His first move is going to check somebody else over their kids. The second bad move is the baby daddy then felt like he can run up on another person. You can't outrun a bullet. Everybody not going to deal with that shit. And then the third thing is that you got this person here that think that it's cute. Women think it's cute for people to put themselves under duress. Get yourself out of that situation. Now, let's break this down, line by line, clip by clip, inch by inch, situations by situation. The important thing is this here. The important thing is this, is that why, on a very basic level, would you want to put yourself in unnecessary drama? You see what I'm saying? Like, the drama is unnecessary in that you can choose better. The reason that we hold women accountable a lot of times and we say, hey, listen, the reason that we're going to hold you accountable because you're always going to say that it was his fault. Men need to take care of their kids. Why they not abandoning them? Why they not paying child support? All of this other stuff is because the very basic form of protection is preventative maintenance. And if you can vet more effectively, which most people don't, they only care about holding other people accountable. They don't want to look in the mirror as to how they found themselves in that situation in the first place. I know that there's danger in that neighborhood over there, right? There's danger in that neighborhood. Now, I could choose to take this street or I could choose to take that street. If I go down that street and I get robbed, it's not right that I got robbed, but at the same time, if I knew that it was danger down that street, why would I drive down it? Why would I drive down the street where they shooting back and forth and his bullets flying and I'm going to take the chance? Now, I don't believe it's even that. So I think it's more obvious for women because they know the dudes that's out here got a whole bunch of baby mamas. It's a famous dude right now where all of his baby mamas is coming out all at the same time. And then they want to hold the man accountable. Say, yeah, I knew he was toxic. What about all of the women that still choose him? But if you go in the comments, like you can go in his comments, I ain't gonna say no names because I don't care nothing about that, right? I ain't the dick police. I ain't doing that. I'm just gonna give you my advice based off of what it is that I see people communicate. And that's why I always link back in the description to the person that's in the video so that we can have a conducive conversation. It still be women in the comments like, but I'm choosing. but I'm taking him. And so there's never going to be a shortage of opportunity for people on either side. You just got to pick which side of the fence that you want to stand on. Now, if you decide to pick on, go on the side of the fence where you want to go and play another man's save game, look at all of the obstacles that you got to go over. Because for every person that sits here and tell me, no, Anton, it's cool, it's not that big of a deal, everything is going to be cool. For everybody that says that, guess what? You got to first overcome the bad potty mouth, right? You got to overcome the bad potty mouth in a bad situation. Because the first thing that I'm trying to figure out is if your baby daddy is so cool, like she's trying to make him out to be, if he's so awesome, if everything is so great, then why you not still with him? If you still able to contact him and call him and kick it with him and he's so cool and he be playing with you, yeah, because if you give me his number, I'm going to go and chase him down. If he that type of dude, if he Debo, why you not still with Debo? You know what I'm saying? And then y'all will sit here and try to get her pregnant again and all that. Man, listen, this woman is toxic. Look at her smile. She toxic. She toxic as hell. I believe in a level of toxicity, but not to this extent. Not when it starts to be kids involved. Secondly, why would you want to have to go and parent and be around somebody else's kids on a regular basis to where at some point they start calling you some form of parent figure? Of course, you know what's going to be the people in the comments that say, yeah, but my stepfather. Yeah, okay. Okay. Moral of the story, it really just ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why put yourself in that position? Why have to suffer? And then you know what the worst part about this whole situation is? The dude is running after the other guy, chasing him. I partly don't even believe the story, to be honest with you. Like, I'm this far off from believing the story, but we gonna take it at face value. Why would you then run up on another guy and then chase him? That's how you end up on the news. I can't tell you how many stories, how many review videos that I've done where I've had to go and make sense of trying to understand dudes that go and crash out for women that they're not supposed to be with in the first place. And then one guy run up on another one. People don't even fight no more. People don't even fight anymore. They engage in a whole nother way. It don't matter how big you are, how tough you are. On the streets, everybody is carrying. Everybody is trying to figure it out. Everybody trying to protect themselves, and it makes for a volatile situation. My biggest advice is just to advise people not to even put themselves in that situation in the first place. I don't think it's worth it. I think that it's dumb. I think that it's stupid. I think that it's childish. And I think that it's short-sighted. People that make the smartest decisions in life and ultimately have the most success, they don't put themselves in that type of situation. So whereas she think it's cute and then they gonna come online and tell their business, or they gonna do a story time and then blow up and make a whole bunch of money on social media about, oh my God, this is what I was dealing with my baby daddy. You're gonna be the recipient of that as far as that bullet, or you're gonna be crashed out and then they're gonna be talking about you on the internet and then making memes of you, or they're gonna be making her popular because there's a whole bunch of women that's doing the same dumb shit. That's my take on it anyways. Y'all let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon link is in the description. Teach Henley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. Peace.